Hello and welcome to another episode of Making Your Magic. I'm here with a friend of mine that we've known each other for a long time.
Yeah.
Our kids have played sports together. Maureen, welcome to Making Your Magic. We live in the same town.
You were a wonderful coach to Matthew, I have to say. Wonderful.
Thank you.
He had some terrible coaches, but you were a wonderful coach.
I had so much fun in getting to know, we got to know each other's family. It wasn't, Matt's, and he's graduating from college, in 15 minutes?
Yeah,
right? I mean,
just
a couple of weeks. So, and that, to me, I don't even know how to process that because 15 minutes ago he was, although he was one of our bigger guys, and he, we were running up and down courts and just having such a good time together and getting to know you and your husband and your family. It was just one of those things that is so kind of, small town, beautiful thing, right?
Yeah,
beautiful thing
yeah.
that we got to do and just such a big part of Pelham, just such a big part of the Pelham experience. So thank you so much. And this other thing that I didn't know was that we were both kind of Disney maniacs, and we talked about the kid. We didn't talk about that. Yeah, we didn't know that we both had the disease.
Yeah.
So tell me, how did your Disney journey begin? How did you become
So I went as a kid, just a couple times. My parents took us. And then Rick and I went before we had kids one time. And then my sister invited us to this DVC talk. I'm like, all right, well, we can't afford it, but we'll go and listen and, get whatever they will give, the free whatever.
I'll
And then we're like, right.
Yeah.
And then we're like, oh, well, this is a good deal. Like, okay, we're at Bay Lake, so it wasn't even built yet. And we're like, it was Father's Day, so we were meeting my parents for dinner later. And we're like, we'll meet you at the restaurant. And then we're like, woo, we're celebrating, we bought. Yeah. So then we have gone every year, love it.
And you caught the bug.
Love it.
The top of Bay Lake
Tower. Yeah.
In that restaurant, overlooking the Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, the views are amazing.
And it's just so, for someone who loves Disney, I mean, that's kind of like the holy grail, right? You're sitting up there, your family's with you, you're watching the fireworks, you're having something, maybe something to drink, and it's just, it is so wonderful.
Yeah.
And I remember when we first got, I shouldn't be telling these stories, my wife, but when we first got into the vacation club, because Disney owned it and financed it, if they wouldn't let you buy a Ford Pinto, 20 years old, they'd let you buy this because they figure if you don't pay, we're just going to take it back, right? So when we first did it, when we first signed up, I'm like, no way in hell they're going to let us do this.
Yeah.
We submit the application, they say yes, and I'm thinking to myself, I don't trust this organization. There's something wrong with them. They're going to talk to their credit department. But it was so much, it was so fantastic, and it changed all the trips. And this isn't, we're not sponsored by DVC or anything like that. We're not sponsored by American Airlines, Coca-Cola, Gillette. No, not that. But I say to people, for our family, because we're, big Disney people, we're going in a couple of weeks, and we're taking someone else who is now starting her kind of Disney experience all over again. And for us, it's been I think other than the postage stamp, it's the best value we've ever had. It's amazing.
We stayed Christmas week at Bay Lake. We couldn't afford that we had to pay cash. Right. No way. Even
if you could, I mean, how hard would it be to lay out $800 for a night in a hotel? No way. No. I say to my wife, I say, I don't care if I had $1 billion, I'd still struggle
Yeah.
with that kind of number.
Right.
And DVC kind of takes that away. And then you did the math. Like, I remember doing the math saying, I can do this for 50 years for what 2 vacations are going to cost.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
I said, that doesn't, you know, I said, what, you know, where's the trick here? How,
Right,
you know,
yeah.
how's it working on their end?
Right.
But, you know, around there, you're spending money. It's, you know, they know we're coming back.
Right. Right. Yeah.
And then there's you know, the service fee of the maintenance fee. But it's still, you know, when you do the numbers, especially after it's paid off,
Yeah.
you know, you're staying there for $75 a night.
Yeah. It's not.
You know,
it's amazing.
$75 a night.
Right.
That's an 800.
At a deluxe, like.
Right, an
Yeah.
$850 room.
Yeah.
So, that's wild. So Bay Lake, do you stay at Bay Lake all the time?
A lot.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do
You know why? We got spoiled. You're on the monorail.
Yeah.
I hate the buses now.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, right. You are
You know,
spoiled, right? Yeah.
But like, so we just had Old Key West, but we were waitlisted for Bay Lake, and it
Okay.
just came through. So like, I'd be happy with Old Key West. I
Yeah.
love Old
Yeah.
Key West, but it's just that monorail just makes it. You know, you can
Okay.
walk to the Magic Kingdom because Magic Kingdom is my favorite.
Yeah.
I could walk home. I don't have to wait for the monorail if there's a long line. You know, we don't have to wait. So
And did you see what you just said? To walk home.
yeah,
Right?
welcome home.
Well, it is, right? And it really does. It really does make you feel like you are home.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole they greet you, welcome home. The whole, you know,
Yeah.
the way they just everything from the time you check in into the time you check it out.
Oh yeah.
It's about being at home. But you've taken it to even a higher level now. So what do they call what you do?
So I'm like a travel agent.
Yeah.
They call it advisor now, but it's a travel agent, and I'm focusing on Disney a lot, but I'm doing other stuff too. But right now, it's for like retirement.
Yeah.
When I retire, just to do something and travel because we enjoy to travel.
Yeah.
So so I just started it during the pandemic.
Right.
Great timing.
Oh wow! Yeah, right.
Nobody's traveling.
Yeah.
But I took a lot of classes and stuff, so it was good in that sense. So yeah, I love it. I've booked a few trips already for friends, which is great. Because I just love to talk about Disney.
I know my wife has done that, and I've had a lot of people at work that have said, "Oh, I want to go to Disney." I remember one time, the owner of the company who sits beside me, she was planning a trip for her family, and I said, "Hey, listen, you know what?" She gave me a number of what it was going to cost. So wait, whoa. Give my wife a call, see if she can, work some things out. And she almost cut the price of it in half.
Wow.
So being able to talk to someone like you, I mean, the little shortcuts and the secrets to cutting this out, because it can get out of control.
Right.
I mean, it can get out of control.
Like even just like I have a girl that's she's graduating this weekend as an NP, and then she's going to Disney for a graduation trip. And like even just she didn't know you could get groceries delivered.
Right.
Like stuff like that. Like why pay $3.50 for water at Disney? Like that's a lot.
Right.
Get it delivered. And now there's a lot of going back, but a lot of furlough people from Disney that started businesses.
Yeah.
So she's using a guy that will deliver. And he was furloughed, so she's helping someone that was let go from their job but started this delivery service.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So which is great. So he's delivering her groceries.
So you get into the weeds that much when you're you're I mean right down to, because one of the things that we do, and we do that, we not so much with a delivery yet, but we're talking about doing it for this trip. But we usually rent a car, and the first stop we make, which pays for the rental, is we go to the store and we get some breakfast foods.
Yeah.
Because you go to Piggly Wiggly or you go to Publix, you're going to be able to do a nice breakfast in a vacation club unit, or even in a unit that just has a microwave. I mean, you heat up a muffin. You don't need it. But
Right.
You take a family of 5 out to breakfast at Disney, which is wonderful. But if you've done it, if you're going to a character park, you don't want to do that 4 days in a row.
Right.
And you could save $200 by buying a $3 tin of blueberry muffins.
Yeah.
Right?
Easily.
Yeah. And there's something about a blueberry muffin on your porch,
Yeah.
overlooking whatever you're overlooking.
Yeah, whatever you're looking
Yeah,
at.
whatever you're looking at, you know what? That's a good breakfast.
So true.
That's a good breakfast. So your family park, if you had to say, listen, when we get there, our family is doing no matter what trip, we're gonna do what.
So it's changed over the years, you know, because the kids get older.
Right.
Matt's into Star Wars now. I'm not, you know. So, but I always like to start, and they're nice. They do it with me.
Yeah.
I like to start and end with Magic Kingdom.
Do you?
I do.
That's beautiful.
I love that.
That's beautiful.
You know, just walking down Main Street, seeing that castle. I don't even have to do a ride. Like, I just love just being on Main Street and watching everything. And but we usually start a trip and end a trip in Magic Kingdom.
That's
So,
awesome.
yeah.
That's awesome. And what's your snack in Magic Kingdom?
So we love those cattails.
Oh.
No, you know what we love too that you told me about years ago?
Yeah.
Sleepy Hollow, the cookie. We didn't even know it existed till you told us. The cookie with the ice cream.
We haven't been able to walk through Magic Kingdom yet, but we're gonna. Someday we're gonna walk through Magic Kingdom together. But I've been through with some different people from Pelham. We had some sports that went down there, and we were able to do that. And I've been pushing it. You know, people are like, hey, listen, you know, what do you got? A financial interest? What are you on, a chocolate chip company? But the ice cream cookie sandwich at Sleepy Hollow is enough. You know, you could feed 3 people with it.
Yeah.
And how many
easy.
I feed with it? 1. No, go get your own bloody ice cream cookie sandwich. This one's mine. But it just.
Oh, it's so good. Yeah, it's so good. But have you tried those spring rolls? Those are delicious.
I was in line, the last I was there a couple months ago, I was in line, and the commerce of it, it blows my mind.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting there watching, they're $9 for 2. Right?
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there, and I'm in line. My wife's going, what are you doing? I said, look at this. I said, so, you know, like I just ordered 2 with 2 Cokes. That was $27. And I'm sitting there, I'm saying to myself, you know, I'm 8 deep.
Yeah.
And 8 deep. They had collected $300 before I got there, but the cheeseburger.
Oh, the cheeseburger, delicious.
Forget it.
Yeah.
Forget it.
And I made them at home. Not the same.
Not the same. Every once in a while, people say, "Oh yeah, this is the recipe." No, they're lying.
Not the same. Yeah.
Well, they don't have the advantage of being able to look to your left and see the jungle. Right?
True.
Like there's something about
Yeah.
that. It's just something about that where that food just tastes better. I mean,
It's so true.
Casey's may have a very average hot dog. To me, it's Fenway. You know, I mean, it's fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic. So oh my God, I think I just gained 2 pounds. Yeah, just all the way around the Magic Kingdom.
Even like so I never knew about this, but the plaza there, which you have to make a reservation, which can be a pain, but like their French fries, loaded French fries, delicious.
Never had them, but this far away. I had to lose some weight. I went to the doctor, did an A1C, said, oh my God, you're 6.5, you got your pre-diabetic. So this was my big move. I said, I'm giving up French fries. I'm gonna start there. I lost 13 pounds.
Wow.
Because that's
awesome.
Well, because now I stopped going to Wendy's because I can't have the French fries. Well, I'm not going here because I can't have the French fries.
Yeah.
I went down to Disney and I couldn't have the French fries. I'm telling you, Maureen, it changes your entire trip if you can't have the French fries. If you can't have the French fries, your trip's totally different. It's still good, but it's different. Now, when you go to Epcot, what are you eating at Epcot? Is there a family place where you guys are going to grab dinner, or are you just going to nibble around?
So when we go, a lot of times we go with my sister and her family because they're DVC too.
Yeah.
And so we let the kids all pick a restaurant. So my nephew always picks Tempranillo.
Yeah.
We'll be like, we can do that at home, but he loves it.
He loves it.
So a lot of times we'll go there, but now that like they're older and like Matthew can drink with us and stuff like that, we just walk around. We really don't do a restaurant anymore. When they were little, we did. But I just love just spending time with them and going around the world, just taking our time, eating and drinking, and it's just so nice.
It's nice to get to know your children as adults, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Where, you can let your guard down a little bit, maybe breathe a little bit easier and say, okay.
Yeah.
Most of the lessons, they're either there or they're not there at this point.
Right.
And we can enjoy each other's company,
Yeah.
and we can have this mutual love of Disney wrapped around us that's always going to give us something to marvel at. And I think that, for our family, that's been really neat. That's been a nice kind of progression, because my kids are now 27 and 21, and it just, the trips are much different. It isn't, let's quick, Space Mom.
Yeah.
It isn't that anymore. It's what you said, it's the walking down Main Street. It's appreciating the fact that all four of us can be together and just know that we're gonna have a special day. We're gonna have, and if we don't have a special day, it's probably our fault. And if we do have a special day, it's probably our fault too.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So I love that, and I love making sure that we touch the little places that matter to us. Hotels that we stayed at when they were little. There's little things that I just have to go by and look at, and because it just, it's that flood of memories that comes through.
Yeah.
So the Star Wars land, you're not a big Star Wars fan, but
I'm not, but we did get a boarding pass, and that ride is amazing. And I don't like Star Wars. I don't like it.
Yeah.
It is amazing.
Ride show. I mean, my wife's.
True.
What is it?
Right.
And when you walk into that room, that big, it looks like a oversized gymnasium. I mean, it's enormous where the stormtroopers are. You think to yourself, my God. I mean, that was so surprising.
Oh. And I'm like, are they real people? Are they like?
No, some of them moving a little.
Right. Yeah, that was amazing. Yeah.
And you can see yourself 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 15 years from now, maybe grandchildren, all that, doing that whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
Just
reliving that, like seeing it through a kid's eyes again and stuff,
I love bringing someone who has either never been or hasn't been in a long, long time.
Yeah.
Because it really is. It gives you an automatic reset button where you can go and do all the things and watch it through their eyes and just see the wonder of it all.
Yeah.
I'm getting old though. I walked, I had 2 days of walking. I'm about to get up the third day and I think there's something wrong with me. I must have twisted or I'm having a stroke. Something's happened, and it was just me being old. It's just being old. So
it's so much walking, yeah.
But so much fun.
But then you can eat, so you don't feel as bad.
So people could comment down below, get a hold of you, and you can help them with kind of the subtle intricacies of saving money, what to do, how to schedule things, where to stay, and whatever budget they have. I mean, if they have all the money in the world, you can do it. If they're on a tight budget, you can.
Yeah, and the other thing is like people, we don't charge people. Disney pays us.
Oh, okay.
So it's not like there's a fee or anything to use a travel agent.
So if I'm going to spend $200 at I don't know, the All-Star, it's the same $200 if I
Same thing. Yep. It's just I'm making the phone calls and stuff like that. They don't have to deal with that.
And you can say to them, listen, we want you in this building instead of this building because it's closer to the pool or it's closer to the restaurant or if they have any special needs or something like that, you can.
We talk to Disney and get all that.
That's fantastic. Yeah. I mean, that's so valuable because I think that one of the mistakes when I talk to a lot of people that are first timers that don't talk to someone who's kind of been through it because it's so enormous. It's the size of San
so much
Francisco, right? There's so much to do.
Yeah.
And they're kind of getting convinced that they have to do some of these big giant things, and some of them can be, they can be really expensive, and they're also kind of, if you do a huge, dinner show, that's that's probably going to take care of your dinner show budget for the, you don't have to
Right.
do the luau and the hoop-de-doo.
Yeah, all in one.
Right, all in one
Yeah.
trip. It's like, because, it can really.
It's not cheap.
No,
yeah.
it isn't.
Yeah.
It's gonna run up there pretty
Yeah,
quick. So,
definitely.
having someone say, hey, listen, you know what? Part of the beauty, and the more times I go, I think the fewer rides I go on, right? We're
I agree. Yeah.
We're walking the ground. So, I get up early and I'm like, I walked around. We stayed at Old Key West last time, and I just walked the whole place like at 5:30 in the morning. I don't know. It probably sounds weird to me, but it was just so peaceful and so beautiful. And the walk along the water line and where the pool was and have it almost all to myself. It was just so awesome. And then to go into the Magic Kingdom and just read the names on the windows and learn the stories and all that stuff. It's just
right. For years, I just walked down
right.
the middle of Main Street, go to a ride.
Yeah.
Where now it's like, okay, I can breathe and just take everything in. And like Rick he loves going to get his coffee wherever we are and just taking his time, coming back, and walking wherever.
Yeah, you married
so
a good guy.
yeah.
You married a good guy. That
most days.
Yeah, that's right. I don't even know if I did most days in my life. So he's doing better than me. But that becomes the magic of it in time, because you probably hear what I hear. How can you be going to do
Are you going again?
You're going again?
You're going again?
Why don't you go to
Yeah.
Yeah,
but it's different. Every trip is different.
It really is.
Yeah, it really is. That's what I love about it.
Your eyes still sparkle when you talk about it. You raised your kids there. That's been a big part of the whole family experience.
Definitely.
You're going down for
so we'll go on the 20th. Yep, Matt's graduating, so we'll go in there for the weekend. And
you're going to celebrate it at Disney.
Yeah.
How cool is that? I mean, how cool is that?
Yeah.
Well, I got to tell you, I thank you for years of friendship, and I so miss those old days. Boy, I would give almost anything to have, not keep them there, but have them flashback. Give us a couple of weeks of when they were little, and my dad used to say, hey, little kids, little problems, big kids, big problems. I think that we've both been pretty lucky that as our kids have gotten bigger, we haven't experienced those horrific problems, certainly challenges here and there, but I saw that your other son is going to Mass and going into
Lowell, so he's graduating too, the beginning of June.
Oh my God.
From high school,
It's
crazy.
That's such good stuff.
Yeah.
So I want people, if you are planning a trip, even if you have a pretty good idea of what you're doing, you want somebody to help you with the ins and outs, what's opening, what's not open yet, what you can expect, different ideas about where to stay, what to do, where to eat. I can tell you, talking to somebody who understands it the way Maureen understands it, is going to save you. It's going to save you money, absolutely, but it's also going to save you time and keep you from doing this, like going from here to come back here.
Mm-hmm.
You see so much of that, just kind of planning out your day and a flow to it that makes some sense, so that you're not, wearing yourself out unnecessarily,
right.
and just getting to capture what you love. Because I'm sure if you were talking to a family and they said they had a Star Wars maniac in their family, that's going to change. That's going to be a different vacation.
You should go to Hollywood Studios.
Right,
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
That's a different vacation than somebody who says, I love water parks.
Yeah.
And you do all that, right? You can everything from miniature golf to water parks to dinner reservations.
Yep, anything. Yep.
Downtown Disney. Disney Springs. The whole thing.
Downtown Disney.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I still call it that too.
Yeah.
MGM.
Yeah, all the time. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much.
This was great.
This is. These are going to be my little treasures. I'm going to be able to be 100 years old playing with my kids and just remembering so many good times and we got to walk down Main Street together.
Yeah, I love that. Definitely.
Promise?
Yep, promise.
Okay, very
Yep,
good.
definitely.
Folks, thanks so much for watching. Please give us a comment if you'd like some help from Maureen. I can tell you, as stand-up person as I know, and she'll make sure that she does right by you and make your Disney trip as special as the Disney trips that she takes. Please stay safe. Have a great day.